Welcome to Special Education. Today, I got Royce of 5'9".
Yo.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Prime 2, out right now.
Yes.
Book of Ryan, May 4th. Mark your calendars.
Yes.
We're so excited.
I'm excited. This is like 5 years in the making. This album is like 5 years in the making.
Yes.
So I'm excited for people to hear it.
We can't wait. First question.
Yes.
What song defines you?
Defines me. Of my songs or just period? My songs?
Of your songs.
All right, ma'am. Ready when you are. Now mind you, we didn't go over this behind closed doors.
That's the magic of the show. We don't go over everything. It's real live.
So we're going to see what she knows.
Okay.
Let's see.
I put Tabernacle. What'd you put? Yeah,
Bing, bing,
yeah.
bing, bing.
Off the bat, yes.
This was easy, though. That was an easy one.
It was.
Challenge yourself.
We're going to work our way up. I absolutely love that song. And I think it's interesting, too, because it's completely defining. Such a good story. But I feel like you waited a long time to tell that story. Why did you wait so long to tell it?
I was drinking every day.
Yeah.
I was drinking every day. And anybody who drinks every day knows that when you're drinking every single day, you don't really reflect that much. You know what I mean? So when I stopped drinking, I started getting all of these memories. Mm-hmm. And that was the first song I wrote when I decided to get sober.
Nice.
So that's basically what took me so long.
Gotcha. Congratulations on your sobriety, too. That's so important. I love that you actually talk about it because a lot of people don't really talk about it. And I think it's such an important thing to talk about to people and let them know that, like, this is real and it happens, but you can overcome it.
I thought about keeping it a secret.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But once I started realizing that I was helping people, I felt like I had a little bit of a purpose on that side of it. Mm-hmm. I started feeling really good about the reaction I was getting and people telling me how much it helped their lives and helped their situations that I just went all the way with it.
I love it. All right, next one. A little bit of a curveball. Okay. What would you perform for third graders?
It's going to take some really, really extreme editing, but this could totally work.
Yeah, it's your song. You can edit all you want.
Okay, bet. I got one.
All right. I put my friend. Teach them about friendship early. They don't have to know that it's about what it's about. It's about friendship.
That was a good answer. That's better than my answer. I put hard.
Hard. That's a good one. My boyfriend plays that song at least once a week.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a little sing-songy.
Mm-hmm. And you got the teacher.
It's a good message to it, but I just got to change the verbiage just a little, just a hair, a hair. So we were close.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
But that's a better answer because that's like a metaphor, and they would have no idea. It's like, no idea.
It's just about friendship. Still on the curveball. What would you perform at an old folks' home?
Sex and drugs and dirty money. Yeah, that's called the one. Okay, that's what I'm picking. I'm picking the one. Right. We could totally do that one. Because they'd just be like,
call up the guys, come to the old folks
through the world.
Would the guys show up at the old folks home? That's the real question.
I know you didn't pick this one, did you?
No, I did not.
Something to
ride to.
I would have to edit it.
Yeah. Sure. But the Man Fonte singing, you got the Archie Dell sample. Like, I think the old folks would like it.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
That was a good one. Okay.
Did you choose the one just because it's
something about drugs? It's not really, though. It's like, it touches on that, but it's just the melody of it. Something about it sounds like it covers a lot of, like, eras. Mm-hmm. It's just a real cool song. It's got, like, a rock element to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not so hip-hop to where they're listening to it and they're like, I don't get this. You know what I mean? It's something that I feel like they would resonate well with them if they're not paying too close to the lyrics.
Definitely. That makes sense. We'll take it. Next one. Hardest song to make.
This is off my last album.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's hard.
And you already picked it.
It's hard again.
I put
certain part too.
Because
of the content.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That was hard, but this one was hard from a technical standpoint.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Ant-Man Wonder, who also did all the composition for the Prime 2 album, right? Mm-hmm. So he sent me this as a composition, I had to take it and arrange it and kind of act as the producer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I had to put all of the musical pieces in order, write the raps to match the pieces, and then I had to have Mr. Porter come in and arrange drums over certain parts so the song would build and go up and down. It was just the whole process was just a long.
Was that the first time you ever did that? That's intense.
I've done stuff like that before, but it never was this difficult.
Yeah.
And then I brought this girl in, really, really dope vocalist in to sing on it. And she was the one who told me that Ant-Man doesn't make his music in like a key. She said they're like jazz melodies. They're not on the scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. They're in between. So it's very hard to find melody pitches within like the scheme of the music, how he does them, because he just does it off the top of his head. So I learned a lot making it too. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I definitely choose hard. But that was difficult just from a personal standpoint. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. And there's a lot of difficult ones, I feel like, on that album in general. Like, because that was just the place you were in at that time.
That was a difficult album.
Yeah. Makes sense. Last one. Favorite person to work with? Ooh, goodness.
You ready?
Yep.
Go.
I put M and Pusha.
M and Push. That's good. Okay, well, look. You close. Preem and Marshall are tied.
Okay, that makes sense.
These are two of my favorite people in the world.
Yes.
Okay? These two guys, when I'm sitting next to them, when I'm working with them, when I'm having hour-long conversations on the phone with them, it still feels surreal. Yeah. Talking to these guys. Even Marshall, who's not that much older than me, he's a few years older than me, but he's still like an OG. He's still like an OG, like, veteran in the game that taught me so much. From the first time we got in the studio with each other, he was teaching me stuff. Dope. You know what I'm saying? So I love working with them. Pharrell is probably the illest person in music, hands down, across the board. Man. He was the first person to produce me. I show up to the studio, he has a beat ready, he has the hook ready already, and he also has the cadence in which he wants me to rap my verses. So he's able to mouth the cadence over the beat, how he wants me to rap it, and I'm only 19 years old. Oh, wow, I didn't even know people helped you like this. You know what I'm saying? So Pharrell is by far the illest that I've ever worked with. Man. He's the illest. Push, I have a lot of fun working with too. Yeah. Push, he's gonna always push my pen. He doesn't even have to be in a room with me. All you gotta do is just send me a verse, and I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm not as good as I thought I was. Yes. You know what I mean? So Push, I can definitely throw in there too.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
But Preem and Marshall are like my top.
Man, the funny part is a lot of times on this show, because I'm such like a Pharrell enthusiast, sometimes I'll put Pharrell just to get people to tell their Pharrell stories, but it's like this time I didn't have to. I put Push because you always put him in your top 5. I always put him in my top 5. Like,
definitely. He should be in everybody's. He should
Definitely.
be in everybody's.
And even, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people don't go that far back in your catalog, and to hear those early records with Pharrell and clips, like, is so important, especially, like, the Neptune heads. Like, I think there's a lot of Neptune heads who didn't even catch that. Like, so they really need to go back and listen to it, because those records are so fun.
It's all about how you start the fight. You know what I mean? And Pharrell was, like, the first person that I worked with when I got into music. As soon as I signed my deal, the first people we went to were the Neptune. I
remember hearing how you guys were out that phone call and you did the battle and that whole story. So I love that story. So good times.
I knew he was special back then.
Yes. So good time. Yay! Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
You did great too.
Thank you. I appreciate
that. You did better than me with my own damn songs, man.
Thanks again for checking out this episode of Special Education. Once again, Book of Ryan drops May 4th. Get down in those comments. Let me know what your favorite part of this episode was. Then check out more episodes with your favorite artists and hit that subscribe button.